touchstone of Spurgeon's life and ministry was undoubtedly looking to Christ. So he was converted as a teenager when he walked into a chapel, and he says a very poor preacher was preaching on Isaiah 45, "Look unto me and be saved, all the ends of the earth." And the preacher looked to him and said, "Young man, you look very miserable. You need to look to Jesus Christ." And he said, I could have looked until I could have looked no longer, until my eyes had failed me. And that looking to Christ was at the very heart of what he set out to do with the very rest of his life. So the first sermon that he preached in the Metropolitan Tabernacle, his church in London, he said, "I propose that the subject of this house, for as long as it shall stand, shall be Jesus Christ." And then just over 30 years later, he preached a sermon, and my wife has marked it up in my copies of Spurgeon's sermons. He preached a sermon which is this marvelous demonstration and proclamation of the beauty and glory of Christ, and a call to look to him and to trust in him. And Spurgeon says, Christ is the most magnanimous of captains. There is none like him in all the world. He always takes in the battle the bleakest side of the hill. He always carries the heavier end of the cross. Oh, that you would enlist under the banner of Jesus Christ unto this day. For in 40 years I've served him, and I have received nothing from him but love. And that Christ-centeredness, that looking to Christ, from his own salvation to the very last words in the pulpit, that was really what defined Spurgeon's ministry. And that is why I think Spurgeon is so profoundly useful and relevant for today, because we have a tendency to distract ourselves from Christ towards many good things, doctrines, for instance, that we might take away out of Christ, meaning that Jesus becomes just one brick in the wall of our system, rather than, as Spurgeon saw him, the sun in the solar system of our theology and thinking, the centrality of Christ. That was key for Spurgeon.